Very intense. Welcome, viewers. This is Windshear, here today to present a spoiler-free review of a game called Alien Isolation. Been out for a while now, available on all next-gen and PC platforms. Game, unusual departure from the typical content I bring on my channel, which is first-person shooter-type multiplayer games. But if you're like me right now, there's a lot of games right now that just there's just not much out there in terms of current fresh content. So it's given some time for me to play games that I've kind of always put on the back burner in comparison to these massive first-person shooter games out there, mainstream games. But this is a game I picked up a while back. I kind of started to play it, and then, like I say, got kind of pushed on the back burner. And it was always in the back of my mind because I was really impressed with my initial gameplay of this game. Again, this will be a spoiler-free review, but all in all, I just want to show you some gameplay of this experience more than anything of what this game is called, Alien Isolation, produced by Sega. Kind of unusual game producer nowadays, but all in all, one thing that's just been a constant, I've been playing games all my life. I've played a wide range of games, but I will say the games produced recently, I'd say in the last maybe 10 years or so, have really just failed to capture my attention in terms of single player experiences. I don't know if you guys have had a similar type of experience, but just single player games, typically I'll start playing them and I'll very seldom, like 95% of the time, do I ever actually finish them. This is one game that I have I guess I'm pleased to say I actually did finish this game, and I wholly enjoyed the experience more and more as I went through. More than anything, if I could just describe this game in just a short synopsis, it would be an incredible sense of immersion. I've never experienced a game in my playing career that immerses you in the game as much as this. Now, if you're not familiar with the Alien franchise, the best way I could compare it, the Alien franchise is like Star Wars, but for Alien fans, if you kind of get that comparison or analogy. Alien is a movie series that started well before many of you were born, with the very first Alien movie with Sigourney Weaver. It came out in the 70s. It was an absolute phenomenal movie. And unlike many movie genres, the actual movie series after that, Aliens, plural, Aliens, the sequel of Alien, carried on that momentum and was an absolute fantastic movie. And I think it was produced by James Cameron. Absolutely phenomenal movie. One of my favorites of all time. But unfortunately, after that, the series kind of died out. And they had, I think, several film releases after that that just really didn't capture the feeling the first two movies. But this game essentially brings all that in of all those series, and it sets the tone, as I'm showing you here, probably a little too much detail, just how like you interface with the analog type computers and just the setting, the sounds. I've never seen a game in my life that really replicates the feel of a movie in painstaking detail. The most recent comparison I could make and maybe be Star Wars Battlefront, but you really can't compare that because they didn't have a single player aspect of that game. Now, if they did a good job, kind of encapsulating the sounds and a lot of details of the environments, but this game takes it to the extreme and is kind of what we wanted to see with the Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars type game brought into modern day content and technology platforms, that is. But the graphics of this game, God, if there's ever a game that I would be like, I would say it'd be an absolute contender for VR experience, it would be this game. I try to imagine playing this game with a VR headset. I mean, it's scary enough as it is with just wearing a good headset on. The sounds in this game, the alien footsteps, the little beeps and sounds of all the technology and the computers and the keyboards tapping, and just everything's just so 100% genuine to the movie series. I mean, I don't know how many awards this game won, but it was deserving of every one of them. But one of the things I kind of want to show here in terms of the PlayStation specific experience on console, it's phenomenal. Like right now, I can actually feel tactile feedback when I am aligning the satellite dish, and when I hear a little quick vibration in my controller, that's an indication for me to stop the alignment at that degree setting. When you have your motion tracker out, the light bar on the PlayStation controller flashes various colors to signify pings on the actual motion tracker itself. There's a touchpad sensor on the controller itself that allows you to interface with the map. You can scroll, like touch scroll that. There's a leaning feature with the controller. I don't use that too much. There's also, and what would probably be very detrimental to your actual experience, there's a sound bar built into the camera if you use the PlayStation camera, and it will pick up on sounds that you make and will alert the alien or enemies in your presence to your physical voice should you shriek in fear or something like that, or make a loud noise. It will draw the attention of the enemy combatants towards you, the alien or other humans and stuff like that. But again, so these are just little examples of again how the specific PlayStation console experience is actually quite enjoyable and adds a different dynamic to the gameplay. But that space scene, I really like that. I mean, just going out there, you're seeing the sun, the solar flares come off the sun itself. The big gas giant looks a lot like Jupiter here, but it's not. I mean, just coming out here from the beginning of it, I just want to put this out just real quick again, just a short clip. I mean, just look at the particle effects here. Again, the sound of the Ripley, not Ripley. Her daughter Amanda is who you're playing as in the character, Ripley's daughter here. Again, I'm not going to really allude much to story. The story's been really good in this game. Just lots of details. I just really like this scene in the game. It's really exciting. So let's just kind of show you some gameplay here for the last half of this video of me kind of working my way through the corridors, and the aliens kind of tracked me down again here at one point in the gameplay, and then here it's like I was actually tinkering around with building some equipment. I thought I was safe here, and all of a sudden the lights started turning on. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I didn't do any of this. It's like, well, how do these lights come on? Now I'm getting all alerted because I thought I was safe with this alien. I was kind of in this little bunker here. Well, this alien is incredibly smart. The AI in this game will get you, and if you're complacent, it will capitalize on your ignorance. And I'm thinking, I think I hear this guy coming. I pull up my tracker. He's right outside the door. He opens the door. I'm like, oh shit! Pull out the flamethrower and try to deter him and get him out of here. I mean, this dang near got me. Goes right up the vent above my head, and I'm just like, oh my god. I mean, my heart was racing there at that point. Again, if you would have had the mic there, I mean, it's the amount of times this game scares you. I mean, if there's ever a game that's the definition of survival horror, no other game even comes remotely close to this game. On top of that, it's a stealth game. You got to lay low so many times, gather resources, equipment, build little contraptions, noise devices, stun grenades. I mean, you never have an arsenal at your disposal where you can just blow away the alien. You're always outclassed, outgunned, just like you are in the movies. They are in the movies. They never had the equipment to deal with a xenomorph type organism like this that can literally just one slice of the hand just rip your head off. So this thing's going to town through this Sevastopol station that you are on. It's kind of like a commerce station that's getting decommissioned, and as such, you're seeing a lot of humans on here getting slaughtered. But you also see moments like this, just so tense. Look at the light shadow through the blinds, the blind shadow on the alien itself. I'm just kind of tucked up here, nestled in this corner in the dark. I got a little bit of smoke mist out here too. So the alien's not as perceptive as you think it is at times. It is not. It can't see you from across area. It can't smell you, that kind of thing. It's more of just a straight up visual killing machine, more of like a motion type thing. So if you're ever running, or if you run in front of it, it will pick you up very quickly. I guess similar to like what T-Rex would be in a dinosaur type sense. But I mean, it's not like it just it's always out to. I mean, it's always out to get you. It's always hunting you down. But it is. You can deal with it if you play smartly, and that's what I love about this game. Is just the fact that it penalizes you if you do make mistakes, if you do make too much noise, if you do run, if you're over aggressive, if you try to push to the next area too quickly, it will track you down. You have to pace yourself. It's a different tempo of a game, unlike a lot of games out there. I mean, you just have to play very slow, methodically. These are your save points throughout the game. There's no, and you can only do this when essentially you're safe. You can get killed while you're being saved if you're trying to save when the alien's like essentially chasing you down. And right there, that was pretty pretty risky save. I didn't know he was coming up that quick, so I pulled back here. I was like, oh boy, this is it. He's gonna come around the desk. I see this little opening underneath the desk. Get up, tuck it underneath here, and just hide. You do a lot of hiding in this game again. So if you don't like this kind of gameplay, this probably won't be your kind of game. But if you're like me, the number one aspect I like games is that they connect you to the game, the immersion factor. I love the fact that this is a first-person experience. Like I say, if this comes with the PlayStation VR coming, or whatever it's called now, virtual reality, it was Morpheus. I think they changed the name again. But I can only imagine how much more. Like, I'll have to play this game again with the headset engaged, because it would just be phenomenal. But the actual connection you feel and the music in this game, phenomenal. It comes on at the right moments, very tense moments, and just the sounds, again, every little detail, the rooms, just painstaking detail that the developers made and reproducing this massive space station. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me when I'm like crawling through a corridor, just how much they've rendered everything inside that little corridor, which is not really even an integral part of the game experience. But that just goes to show you the painstaking attention to detail these developers genuinely did. Nobody else even comes close to the level of detail these developers did in making a genuine, unique game experience here. So at this position here, I'm trying to, long story short here, we've quarantined the alien off. We worked our way to this area, and we're in kind of a medical quarantine area. It has a jettison area, and we're trying to essentially eject this alien out the door. And so I'll kind of let the last clip here play out here, and you'll see how this goes for me in the moment. But again, look at this mist coming down there through the lights, the blue light there behind me. Again, notice just the sound again, the emergency beacons or sound sirens going on. I'm trying to, flamethrower ammo. Anytime you get that, it's like Christmas. You really need to have that to deter the alien when you're literally in a face-to-face confrontation, and it gets real tense there at the point. So again, the clip here to the next clip, the final clip. Get up underground. I'm trying to get up there to the door to secure it, and I get caught with the alien between me and the door, and I was like, okay, I need to get a noisemaker out here, and I kind of cumbrously threw it the wrong way, and you'll see how this kind of pans out. It doesn't pan out very good in my favor, because again, mistakes will be punished quickly in this game. But right now, I'm hacking the system. You do this a lot in the game, but this is what I need to do. Final step here to secure the door, or repower the door, I think. So it's kind of a neat little. This feels really good in the controller, by the way, when you're going through there and you're hacking this computer. So the alarms are going to go off here. Hear the alien come in again. It's like anytime you do something, you got to escape the lab now. It's where it gets real intense. But I'm always trying to pick up equipment on the way. Sometimes a little too foolishly with the overzealous attempts I make sometimes to get every little thing, kind of like a hoarding guy in that respect, and try to get every little piece of equipment I can. I see him on the detector there, run over here and think, okay, I think he's between me and there. I'm gonna pull out the noisemaker, throw this out, and unfortunately you think I used the wrong key there, so apologize for that. But it's just kind of almost a humorous little moment here. I had to finish up the gameplay with this, so I really encourage you guys to get this game. The absolute phenomenal game. One of my favorites, probably my favorite single player game of all time. I'd go that far to say it. Strongly encourage you guys to get it. Throw the noisemaker out there. Unfortunately, I'm between the alien and the noisemaker, and that's what you're gonna get. Hope you guys like the video. Please like, subscribe, and Alien Isolation. Check it out. It's a good one.